Hey guys, Vitality here, hope you're all having an amazing day. In today's video I try and survive for 100 days on the brand new Lost Island DLC map. I'm attempting this challenge on high difficulty and completely hardcore, which means I cannot die for the next 100 days. And within those 100 days I need to do everything I can to defeat the Lost Island boss. So if you find yourself enjoying the video at any point in time, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And without further interruption, let's get into this extremely hard Ark Survival Evolved challenge. It was day one of my fresh start on this 100 days series, and I immediately decided to commit a hate crime and kill this flightless bird so I could get some hide and meat. It was my first time ever playing the Lost Island DLC map, and I had no idea where anything was, so I knew I needed to make a raft and I knew I needed to get a bit of a base going. So to do that I got some levels, I learned some engrams, and I started farming so I could make some tools, kill some dinos for some hide, and farm some resources for a base. Pretty much everywhere I went, death and destruction followed. I was pretty keen on making birds go extinct with the amount that I was killing. I also tried to kill moss drops, but it had the legs on it. It was like Usain Bolt, I literally could not catch up to it, and I ran out of stamina because I'm tired and lazy. I found a dilo though and decided to throw hands with that instead, and I want to say it was an easy fight, but to be honest, it really took a bit of health off me. I did kill it though and I got its hide. I spent more of day one just farming away because I knew that this would be a critical day in my adventure. I needed to make a raft so I could go to more places and farm more resources, but to get there I needed to get more levels, so I decided to go and kill more things. After pulling a bow and arrow out, I found that I had a bit of Hawkeye in me. He's actually my great grandfather. Look at this aim. This is brilliant. Okay, just ignore those ones. Oh, and that one. There we go, that one hit. Okay, just maybe I'm not that great after all, potentially. I was out here absolutely giving Robin Hood a thing or two with my skills. I was headshot one after the other. I was killing so many things because it was the easiest way to get levels on the beach without Explorer Notes, as Explorer Notes weren't on Lost Island. I was absolutely laying into these animals for their hide. Even on this dilo I did a little COD 360 no-scope with the bow. That's just how good I was with the bow and arrow. I'm telling you. Once I had a decent amount of hide, I decided to make some bowlers so I could potentially kill some bigger animals and learn a few engrams. Learning engrams was going to be a bit of a pain, and I was considering just turning all engrams on, but I didn't really know. After an intense encounter with these two dilos, I decided maybe it was time to back off, as you can see, I got down to half health. And after I fought them, I tried to kill this dodo, but God was protecting it because I couldn't hit it, and then I broke my bow. But thankfully, near the end of day one, I've eventually had everything I needed to craft a raft, and I placed it straight into the ocean. I got so many levels from it, so it was brilliant. But once placing it in the ocean though, I realized that there was leader stitches 10 meters away. I literally cannot believe it just spawned as I placed it there. Leader stitches are literally the child of the devil. Even the sky was turning black as I was looking at it. As an omen for evil. That's just not good at all. But yeah, that pretty much brought the end of day one. Even though day one was over, I didn't stop crafting. I decided I was going to make a foundation and make some forges as well as a bed. Even though this is a 100 days series and it's hardcore and I'm not allowed to die, for some reason I still made a bed. I don't really know why I did that, but I did. Just didn't make any sense to me either. But you know, it's there. If I ever need it, if I ever die, which is not allowed for this series, I've still got it. I also placed a campfire so I could cook some meat because I didn't want to die of hunger. That would be a really stupid way to die. I'm a better Ark player than that. As the sun was rising on day 2, we were really picking up the levels and we were crafting some forges so we could put them on our raft. I didn't want to go overboard because I didn't know where any metal was at all on the map, so I only crafted 2 and placed 2. Once I'd farmed pretty much everything in the surrounding area though, I decided to hit the road, or hit the sea, and I took my raft and drove it all around the beach, looking for more resources. I didn't want to stay in one area for too long, and I really needed metal to progress, so I could make a smithy and get some tools going. But yeah, as I said, this is the first time I was playing the Lost Island DLC, so I had absolutely no idea what was going on, who was who, or where was what. I was just living. I was just chilling. I was an absolute sailor over here. I decided to park up the raft though and kill these 3 dodos, and if you didn't think I was a descendant from Hawkeye, this is sheer proof. Let's just ignore that last arrow. I ended up spending the majority of the morning of day 2 just sailing around the beach because I honestly couldn't find metal. I'd just park the raft and then go looking for it and not be able to find it. Thankfully though, I did find this level 135 PT, which was just, it was just an absolute find and a half. You never usually find high level stuff, so finding a level 135 PT was just amazing. And I'd already started crafting some narcotics with the meat I split, so I could go and tame it immediately. After using my PvP skills to land an insane bowler, I knocked it out. It was a male PT, so all I needed to do was find a female one and I could start breeding them. I was making pretty good progress for day 2. I mean, I'd already crafted tranks, I'd had a raft going, and I was knocking out tames on the beach. And this wasn't a low level tame, this was a high level tame. But yeah, its stats weren't too bad. I decided I was just going to use meat. Because some of the rates on the server are a little bit boosted. To fly the PT though, that was going to be another issue, because to make the saddle I needed chitin, and unfortunately I could not find anything that gives chitin other than turtles. I checked the water for trilobites, I had a really good look, had a good sticky beak under the ocean, under the waves. Eventually though, I just decided I was going to have to kill some turtles, which really sucks because they've got a lot of health and they're really annoying to kill. But crafted up some arrows, and yeah, I was just absolutely laying into this thing. I was like a minigun with this bow and arrow. Look at the accuracy and the speed. But yeah, it was only level 5, so I didn't get too much keratin. I didn't get too much keratin out of it. So I had to kill a fair few. I also only had stone tools as well, which slowed me down a little bit. But I want to say we got there in the end, but we did not. There were not enough turtles in the area. Thankfully my PT was making some grounds though in the taming area, and it was almost done. I hadn't found any metal today unfortunately, but I still think I made a fair amount of progress with this PT, and with the, no really, taming this PT was the only thing I did on day 2, wasn't it? Because I didn't have the saddle yet, I hadn't killed enough turtles and I couldn't find any more. I just had to whistle follow and just trail it behind the boat. I tried getting it to land on the boat, but it wasn't a very gifted PT, I guess you could say. But yeah, this looks a little bit ghetto. He's having a good fly. On day 3, I realized I really needed to go and find some metal. I also needed to get a saddle for this PT, but literally everywhere I was going, I could not find metal at all. I was lost. I had no idea where it could be. But yeah, the PT is still flying behind us. Not being able to find metal was really slowing down the potential progress I could have been making, and making it really difficult to do pretty much anything. So I found this tech stego, and as risky as it was to kill it, or try and kill it, I just decided to have a go, you know, chuck a couple arrows his way and see what happened. And yeah, I had a bit of a tactic for killing it, which as you can see, I just lead it into the water, and then drive away as it got close and kept shooting it. Pretty old strategy, I won't lie. It's not a bad idea to kill things. But yeah, I didn't have to get too close to it, and I didn't have to worry. And as you can see, I got 20 scrap metal and a few other resources that would end up coming in handy in the future. So I could finally get a smithy going, place a stone foundation, and yeah, I could finally make a bit of progress. Unfortunately though, I still hadn't gotten a PT saddle, but the metal had smelted, so I decided to craft a smithy. I then went looking for turtles and found this bright red one. It was really utilizing camouflage as its best defense. But I pulled out my minigun bow and arrow technique again and I killed it quickly, and because I had some metal tools now, I got a lot more keratin, which meant I had more than enough to use my PT. I was really getting a few levels as well with everything that I was doing. I mean, it was only day 3 and I was pretty high leveled. But moment of truth, we put the saddle on the PT, and the PT didn't have the best stats for its level, I will admit. It wasn't brilliant, it wasn't perfect at all, but, you know, what can you do? It was the first PT tame, and once I tamed it, I decided to take it for a bit of a fly to see if we could find any more metal spawns. But I could not. I could not find anything. Metal was evading me. It was already made pretty clear to me that metal would be difficult to find on the Lost Island, and I was definitely not in the right place. So I decided to take my raft and just go on an adventure. Just go for an absolute sail and see what I could find. By the end of day 3, we had pretty much a small base going, and we had a PT that had a saddle and was level 210. So I think we've made pretty good progress for day 3. It's definitely nothing to complain about, but yeah, hopefully we'll find some metal tomorrow. Alright, this is the time where everything went wrong. I decided to go inland along the stream because I thought, you know, maybe there's some metal uphill in the stream along the hill somewhere. I might find something around there. But my PT quickly got attacked and my base started to get destroyed. As you can see, my PT died to a level 15 capo, and my smithy and everything got destroyed. I almost died here as well, and the video would have ended right here. But thankfully, he only hit me twice and not 3 times. I decided I was just going to have to run for it and ditch my base. This was a pretty brutal impact on the 100-day series. I lost a lot of progress with this. Definitely shouldn't have gone upstream with no protection and cloth armor. But yeah, I made the difficult decision to leave my base. Almost died there again as well. Crocodiles are dangerous. That is the takeaway that you should take from this failure. Yeah, I did some walking on foot, and by day 7 I eventually found the location that I wanted to build in. And yeah, basically from here I just started farming and building a little bit of a PvE base. I would include all of that for you, but it spans over a few days, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play some music, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys all the progress on screen. So sit back and enjoy this montage. Okay, so let me give you guys a tour of the wonderful PvE cottage that we have built. This took way too many days to complete. I've been spending so much time just farming and getting everything I need because I've got no way of transport. So I've got the legs on me and I've been running around getting as much as I can. So yeah, this is a little tour of the house. So as you can see, it's quite professionally built. We've got a Fiomia there so we can put the fertilizer in the crop plots. And if you're like me and you're 6'3", we've got 2 doors so you won't hurt your head as you enter. And as you can see, we've got a line of forges that are not filled with metal because I'm still struggling to find metal. That's why we've only got 2 smithies and no fabricator. But things are coming together. We do have a little bit of a table here with some mortar and pestles and a bit of a kitchen is what I'd like to call it. And yeah, we've got a bit of a storage area out the back here. So the plan is to fill this up the more we get. But yeah, that pretty much brings this day to a close, and we've got some seedlings here, which is nice. We'll be able to eat from that soon. By day 18, I realized I really needed to start getting some tames going. The base wouldn't have taken me this long to make if I hadn't done it by hand. But there was a lot of dangerous things on the island, like these raptors. Eventually I found a parasaur. It was only level 10, but I just decided, you know what, let's tame it. Not doing anything else. Thankfully it only took 1 arrow as well, so wasn't that big of a cost. I spent some more time on the islands just looking for things to tame, and I came across this dilo that was just it had some absolute balls on it. It went and killed this, it ate this raptor that I killed and then went straight for the stego. What absolute courage this man has. On my way to take the parasaur back to the base once it was tamed, I did run into a few issues. Obviously I can't die on this series, but if my tames die it's not that big of a deal. Obviously I don't want my tames to die though, so this was a pretty close call, but basically I was running back to base and I ran into the raptor that I bolted earlier. I probably should have killed it because my parasaur was not equipped to deal with it. It was a pretty epic fight. My parasaur was taking hits. I realized pretty quickly that I wasn't going to win this one, so I decided to run. I knew I couldn't outrun it though, so I went as close as I could to the turtle so that the raptor would hit the turtle instead of me. And yeah, that was the escape of the century. Escape from Alcatraz, whatever you call it. I killed some tech dinos and I used the metal that I killed from them to put it in the forge so I could craft some things. I definitely needed a fabricator so I can get a bit more progress done. On day 25 I knocked out a PT because I needed a more efficient way to travel other than my 2 feet. Don't get me wrong, feet are an excellent way of traveling. There's nothing wrong with them, but I really needed a PT because, you know, I was quite confined to the area that I was in and I wanted to do some more exploring of the Lost Island map. So that's exactly what I did. Once I had the PT, I decided I would go for a bit of a fly around the map and around the islands that I was living on. Because yeah, it was a pretty beautiful map, I think. Lots to see, lots to look at. So I decided I was going to go on a bit of a flight and I was going to do some sightseeing, just become a tourist. By day 28 though, I was really feeling the need for metal. I was still wearing cloth armor, which was absolutely ridiculous, so I decided to go and tame an Argy and look for an Anki as well, so I could go and do some quality metal runs. There we go, so the Argy is down. Let's have a look at the stats. Honestly, you know what, it's fine, it's level 40. It's just so we can get a bit of metal going, because we're already this far into a 100 days video and I'm still wearing cloth armor, so hopefully it should help us out in that department. Okay, while my Argy was taming up, I found like a million Ankis. So I decided to tame one. What level are you? Level 10? Useless. Level 55. Disappointment. Level 95. I mean, it's not terrible. I'm about to absolutely cop it from these lot though. You know, sometimes I forget I need to make sure that I'm not dying. This is a hardcore series. I get too confident, I get a little bit too cocky. Alright, we've successfully knocked it out. I'm Mike Tyson over here. Tyson Fury, whatever his name is. Just call me Jake Paul with that absolute brilliant KO. Alright, so it looks like the RG is up, level 59. Stats have not improved much at all, but we're going to take this guy back to base. The Yankee should be up soon as well. We're going to finally be able to do a quality metal run, which I'm a bit excited for, to be honest. Can't wait to get a bit of metal. Okay, the Yankee is up. Is it crazy if I do a little bit of a metal run now? Just a little one? Is that kind of crazy? I don't know. I think it is a little bit crazy because neither of them have saddles. It's not a very logical idea. Once I had the RG and the Anki, I decided to go on a metal run. And let me tell you, this was just, as long as it took me to do this, it felt great getting this metal. Because it meant that finally I could do things and I wasn't restricted to stupid stone tools. Alright, we've done an absolute mighty metal run and we've filled every forge in the house. I'm going to be surprised if the roof doesn't burn down, to be honest. But this should be all the metal we're going to need for the next 100 days. So honestly, was it really worth taming an Anki and an RG? Probably not. But overall, I think we're making some okay progress. But I've got some pretty big news to share, and that is, there's a Rex just down here. Just below my base. Normally, this would be quite an Avengers level threat, but I do have some tames now, so it isn't the end of the world. What I want to do is check its level 15. I'm considering taming it because I need to start taming some Rexes because I want to do the boss on Lost Island, hardcore, before the 100 days is up. So to do the boss, I'm going to have to get some artifacts and I'm going to have to tame some Rexes and start breeding them. Level 15 is a little bit low though, so I might look for some higher level ones. Alright, so I'm going to craft a full set of flak, which I should be able to do. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, so we're definitely making a fair bit of progress, but to go to the next level, I really want to get a faster flyer. I mean, it's good that we've got the PT and the RG, but what I really want to do is go and tame a Maywing. They spawn pretty much just over there, and they are literally the fastest flyer in the game. We're going to be zooming across the map. The other thing I feel like I should do is maybe set up a little wall just across this mountain cliff here, especially if there are Rexes spawning directly under my base. So I might spend a couple of days farming for those resources so I can set like a little barrier here. But first I think I'm going to go and tame a Maywing. I just want something to zoom across on. I want a zoomy tame. Alright, I've been searching for a few in-game days in the Lost Island Highlands, and the highest level I've managed to find is this level 75, which isn't too bad, but I was hoping for a little better. I'm not sure if you guys have tamed Maywings before, I'm sure you have, but all you do is you place a billboard there, and a billboard there. Oh my god, that would have been good if I did it first try. Oh, we got it. Yeah, it's looking like we got it. Let's go. That freaked me out. But the moment of truth is when you shoot it, it'll jump up, and if it gets out, then you've done it wrong. But no, it looks like we've done it right. There we go. We're just going to knock this out and tame it up. This guy's quite Christmassy themed as well. Well, it is the festive event, so that would make sense, but you know what I mean. So now that we've got this Maywing and it's day 51, I'm thinking about what I need to do with the base and what progress I can actually make, and what I'm thinking of doing is making a little wall around sort of this cliff that I'm on. Like, as you can see, I'm on a little bit of a pillar, and there's only one entrance onto that pillar. So what I'm kind of thinking, and I'm not really too sure if I should do this, but I'm thinking of making a wall around the perimeter just to protect me from other Rexes that might spawn here, because half my base is made out of wood. Like, it could end pretty badly if someone came and jumped me. So yeah, what I might do is I might get a bit of a farm on me. Oh my god, this is taking so much longer than I thought it would. It's day 65 and I've just been using the RG and the Anki and my own 2 hands and feet to farm this wall that's in construction. It doesn't look like much of a wall though, it's just a bunch of pillars on fence foundations, but it's taken literally forever. I've been farming for hours to get this going. I was gonna just do stone pillars up, but I looked at how many resources that would be and I just said, yeah, no way. Instead, I'm using wooden ones. I'm going to try and fill this space between the pillars with stone walls, but we'll see how I go. Oh, I can't be bothered anymore. As you can see, the wall looks pretty incomplete. I was supposed to go a little bit higher, but I just cannot be bothered. This is just so painful. With this many days in, we haven't tamed a single Rex. We haven't started breeding a single thing, so I'm going to have to cut this little project short. Everyone, just use your imaginations, okay? Just imagine that wall is 5 times as high as it is, because I do not get paid enough to spend the hours that I have just doing the most boring job in the world. Farming for this many stone walls is literally so painful. I'd rather drive a car off a bridge than keep doing this. But yeah, I don't think anything can get over this anyway. I'm sure this is going to be a very effective wall. But yeah, it's a shame I won't be finishing it. I could have just included a bunch of footage of me building it, but this is a 100 days video, not a watch vitality build stone walls for 4 hours video. So yeah, we're just going to keep traveling and I'm going to go and tame some Rexes. On day 80, I managed to find some Rexes finally, which meant that I could start preparing for the boss fights. Yeah, we found some Rexes! After doing some quality searching, 2 days later, I managed to find a level 90 Rex, which I decided I was going to tame as well. Day 86 was absolutely no different. I was just finding more Rexes and I was just knocking them out. I managed to get a long neck though, and I farmed up a bunch of trank arrows for it as well. Day 87, absolutely no different to the day before it. Day 88, I finally did something different. No, I didn't. I was just knocking out more Rexes. It was pretty repetitive. Alright, so as you can see, we've tamed up a few Rexes and we're just getting ready to breed them. Unfortunately, I don't know how long I'm going to have to be able to breed because I've done this a little bit late. We're going to just have to go into the boss fight with whatever I've got. The breeding rates on this server are boosted, but I don't know if we're going to have enough time because the day cycle speed on the server is also a little bit boosted, and it took a very long time to build the wall and tame these Rexes. But I'm going to breed these guys up and then I'm going to go and get everything that we need for the boss fight. I might also go and try and steal a wyvern egg, just for a bit of fun. but we'll see what the Maywing can do. My god, that is a lot of stuff. So I decided to scrap all those ideas and just head straight to farming for the boss fight. Basically, I was making a lot of progress towards day 100, and yeah, I just decided it would be quicker if I went and got the artifacts and everything I needed, instead of just, you know, wasting time on this map. I'm going to be day 100 pretty soon, and I might as well try and get the boss fight in before then. So I was pretty much just speedrunning caves to get the artifact. And yeah, eventually by day 100, I had all my Rexes ready to go on the teleporter, and I had everything I needed for the easy boss fight. So instead of waiting and preparing to get more Rexes and get some better gear, I decided to just go straight for it. You know, I could have fought the boss on day 105 or day 110, but I just decided, might as well do it day 100, and because I was pretty much ready. I was confident. Alright, I've got faith. I'm not too confident in their levels and how many there are, but this is the easy boss. I'm sure we're gonna do okay. I'm gonna put them all on neutral actually, just before we get in here. Oh man, this is not gonna go well. Wow, this is really weird. Usually the boss just comes straight at you, but I can't actually see it. Alright, this looks suspiciously like where I need to go. Oh, there it is. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna get up there, to be honest. Okay, I've woken it up. Oh my god! Jesus! Alright, go Rexes, come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I need to get on a Rex. Yeah, let's go. Let's absolutely tear into this guy. 100 days have led up to this. They're just grenades falling from the ceiling. Jesus. Why is there a monkey riding that thing? Alright, we've got all the lads on him now. Oh no, the first Rex is down. Oh no, that's another Rex down. I don't know how many is left. Oh, we've got another one over there. I'm getting off this Rex, it's about to die. This guy's looking like a bit more of a weapon. Oh no. It's just me and this guy left. It's the last stand. I'm being backed into a corner. I've got a dip. I'm sorry, Rex. It's still alive. Get into it. No. Oh my god. No. So yeah, that was me surviving 100 days on the Lost Island DLC map. Didn't end up managing to defeat the boss, but I had a fair bit of fun recording this video. So if you enjoyed at any point, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.